Kyle O'Reilly makes his AEW debut and his first match has been confirmed. Plus, a released WWE Raw star is making a AAA return. And a big return is planned for AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash. It's all in the wrestling news right now. Oh, O'Reilly! Auto parts. That's a joke Americans will get. Kyle O'Reilly, Ross, is all elite. That was a nice thing, wasn't
it? Yes. We saw the matchup last night between Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy. Bobby Fish, even though he's been left out to hang and to dry by his supposed friends time and time again. He's so loyal, Adam Cole, so he is, Tom. So he's down there at ringside. That caused a distraction. That allowed Kyle O'Reilly, most crucially and most importantly of all, not Cool O'Reilly, the knobhead who went around the forest with Von Wagner in NXT and was so cringy and bad. He had a haircut. He was back to what he was. He was snarling. It was fantastic. He popped about nowhere. The camera work I thought there was fantastic, Tom. He attacked Orange Cassidy with a knee and a strike and a whatever MMA sort of thing or two. You know what Kyle O'Reilly does. Adam Cole hit the old knee for the win there, and Kyle O'Reilly looked like that baby. You know, that thing.
It looked very. That was nice. I liked it. I like the way Kyle O'Reilly snaked around the ring. It was all very old school Kyle O'Reilly, rather than cool Kyle, as you say, as wanking around the forest with Von Wagner. However we choose to say it. I mean, love to see them all together. I think that was great, and it leads into his first match, which we'll get to in a moment. I kind of like the idea of O'Reilly coming in and just battering Adam Cole. And Adam Cole just being like, you again? Like, they follow each other across the wrestling multiverse and just keep beating each other up. That'd have been fun.
Sorry, Tom. After seeing the way that ended last time and what happened to Kyle after that feud ended, I don't want to see it.
No.
I'd just like to see Kyle as a snarky, cocky arsehole babyface. We've got to say as well that Tony Khan confirmed on Twitter that O'Reilly has officially signed with the company. It's not one of those per appearance deals. He is all elite, proper bye-bye. And I also find it interesting how the Bucks of Youth, the young Bucks, were inside the professional wrestling ring with them last night, the three being Fish, O'Reilly and Cole, and they were sort of standoffish. And then Cole was like, come here, babies. That's a lovely mug. And then they walked away, and leaving the Bucks in the ring. And you take yourselves back to a year ago, Tom, and we had the Young Bucks sort of teasing, they liked Kenny Omega, but they hated Don Callis, and there was like 4 months worth of like, will they join Kenny Omega? Will they fob off Don Callis? So it could be another case of, you know, wash, rinse, and repeat at the start of 2022. Will they join Adam Cole, or will they fob off Adam Cole?
Does he stay with his old friends or go back to his new old friends? That's the question on everybody's lipsicles. But one question that was regarding Kyle O'Reilly was answered immediately. When are we going to see him do the wrestles? Because that's what we like Kyle O'Reilly to do, the wrestles. And his first match has been confirmed for next week, AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash. It's the Monster Mash. And it's going to be Kyle O'Reilly teaming with Bobby Fish and Adam Cole, does this not feel familiar, to face best friends Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Chuck Taylor. So Undisputed Era reunited, and it feels so good next week on Dynamite.
I hope they get a lot of time, because I just like it when best friends sort of come out of nowhere and give you like a barn burner of a matchup, which they can do. Just give me a bit of time, be lovely.
I like it a lot. Another return for Dynamite New Year's Smash, which we will get to in a little bit. But let's jump to the WWE side of things. So Adam Cole, former WWE guy, Kyle O'Reilly, former WWE guy, both now doing other things. A released WWE Raw star has announced their return to AAA, haven't they, Ross?
And he's dripping. He's dripping wet at the prospect of wrestling for AAA once again. Yes, it's John Morrison, John Hennigan. What will his name be? I've got no idea. Will it be Johnny AAA?
The poster for Rey Reyes in February says John Hennigan.
Oh, that's his you know,
his shoot name.
Johnny's
shoot name.
He'll be headlining the show against Vikingo for the AAA Mega Heavyweight Championship. There was a press conference to announce the thing for February the 19th, 2022. Hennigan was on there by video message requesting a match against AAA Mega Campeon, Hijo del Vikingo. I know what I'm speaking about.
He did a great job. That was nice. Last time he was part of AAA, he won all the belts pretty much at the same time. He was the Cruiserweight champ, the Latin American champ, and the Mega champ all at once. So he's got some ground to pick back up. I'm quite pleased about this because you know how, Ross, you know how you and I and all the other Cultaholic lads recorded a whole bunch of stuff before the world caught fire. So there'll be loads of content going out over Christmas of us together, chatting about other things. And I did a few, and without giving away what I've done, there's been a few pieces of camera that I've done, and I may reference what John Hennigan has done as a prediction. So that's one right. That's one right. So that's good.
All right, Paul Heyman over there.
That's not a prediction. That is actually it is a prediction. But I don't want to reveal the video because you'll find out over Christmas. There's loads of good stuff happening over Christmas. Heading into the new year, the Owen Hart tournament is coming to AEW, and last night we had a really lovely video that showed some classic Owen Hart footage and a few of the AEW stars talking about sort of what Owen Hart means to them. And then we kind of got a bit more meat on the bone for what the Owen Hart tournaments and the Owen Hart Cup was going to be. So tournaments kicking off at the start of 2022. That will early 2022 rather than straight at the start. Early 2022 that will culminate at AEW Double or Nothing, where we will have a winner of the men's tournament and the winner of the women's tournament be presented with the Owen Hart Cup, and presented to them by the widow of Owen Hart, Dr. Martha Hart. There's nothing but warm feels about the Owen Hart Cup, as far as I'm concerned, Ross.
Yeah, even if you have no idea who Owen Hart is, because that promo package they put together on Dynamite last night was fantastic. Just sort of, you had the likes of Cole and Matt Hardy and people like that saying he changed the game for smaller wrestlers with a more technical style. Then you had people like Mark Henry saying not only was he a fantastic wrestler, that we all know because we're old buggers, Tom, but he was a fantastic man outside the wrestling ring as well, like backstage and stuff. What I think was Mark Henry saying, you've got to rib someone. Let someone rib you and then make sure you rib them back in a playful manner or something like that. I forget what the phrase was exactly, but it was just a lovely little history lesson on what Owen Hart was, and it just it set the tournament up quite nicely.
It really, really did. So we'll keep an eye on that into the new year. Want to tip our hats and pay respects to a wrestling star that passed away yesterday. It was reported by FMW archivist Bahu FMW that Mike Penzel, who you may know in FMW as Leatherface or Super Leather, or in WWF as Corporal Kirchner, has passed away following a heart attack. So Penzel was a military paratrooper before he became a bouncer. That was where he met up with Hulk Hogan, who introduced him to Vern Gagne, and Vern Gagne trained him to wrestle. We saw Corporal Kirchner do stuff in AWA that led to the WWF. He left in the late 80s to do stuff for IWA, Wing, and FMW as Leatherface or Super Leather. And this is the one. There's two weird things that keep coming up when we talk about Corporal Kirchner in modern context, Ross. The first being the fact that he was and then wasn't in the Gimmick Battle Royal in 2001. So he was announced for it. His picture was on the poster for that 2001 Battle Royal from WrestleMania 17, where they got a load of old characters and gimmicks back, and then he was replaced by Sergeant Slaughter, and nothing more was said. And then in 2006, WWE announced that Corporal Kirchner had died when he hadn't, and Corporal Kirchner's mum actually rang WWE and went, "Why are you saying my son's dead? He's working right now. He's a lorry driver." And they did a really nice bit on him following that, sort of catching up with him and what he's been up to. And he, retired from wrestling apart from the odd appearance here or there. But been reported now that he has passed following a heart attack. So we tip the hat this morning to Corporal Kirchner. Best wishes to Corporal Kirchner, to the family, friends and family of Corporal Kirchner. Finalement, let's look to AEW New Year Smash. Every time I say that, I think of the Monster Mash theme.
I'm just thinking of mashed potato, me. Flash up a picture of mashed potato. Go on, yeah.
They eat them with their metal knives. There's a Smash reference for the kids.
I got that one. The box of powder stuff.
That was it back in the day where we all thought we'd eat powdered mashed potato in the future. WWE Hall of Famer returning to the commentary booth. Jim Ross is on track to join us back on the commentary table December the 29th. That's good news, isn't it, Ross?
Yeah, I don't know if you've been listening to Grilling JR, but he's been keeping up the podcast while he's been going under this sort of rigorous radiotherapy schedule where I think he's had something like, don't quote me on this, but something like 25 treatments in 25 days. I think I'm right in saying. So he's going in every morning to this place and having his leg, it's on the outside of his shin, I believe, having his leg sort of zapped with the radio thingy. I don't know what the right terminology here is, Tom, but he's going through all that at the moment, but keeping up his podcast schedule, and all being well, that's when the final treatment is on the day of New Year's Smash, and he'll have that in the morning and then be presenting the rest of the show in the evening. And Jim Ross's work ethic is fantastic.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And we send our best wishes to Jim Ross. We look forward to hearing you in good voice for New Year's Smash for AEW Dynamite. More news throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Ross, I'm missing your kitchen today. I don't feel like we've got the true kitchen view that we had the other day.
I'd had my tea late last night, so I've got like two dirty pots and pans on the side there, so I can't be showing that on camera. That's unsightly, Tom.
No one wants you to get your dirty pots out for the lads. That's absolutely fine. But we'll get more news out as we get it later at cultaholic.com. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.